Page 22, pick and mix. On these pages, pages 22 and 23, they give 4 short pieces of music, exercises, whatever you want to call them, that kind of work together. So if you're playing them by yourself, you could just play all 4 of them straight through, or any of them you want. You don't have to play them all. If you're playing with other people, they can play one while you play another. You might have to either use different keyboards or move to a different place on the keyboard. You just pretend middle C goes someplace else. So it isn't here, it might be here, or middle C might be up here or down here, whatever. And then you have multiple people playing at the same time. You could have 4 people playing here. So in this lesson, I'm going to approach each of these separately as learning them. And in the play with me, we're going to do all 4 of them. But for the duet, I'm only going to do the duet once, and then you can pick which one you want. So let's look this over. The first one, number 1, it's 2 lines long, treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature. We're in the key of C major, so go do the scale for C major and the scale for A minor, because that also has no sharps or flats. Just 1 octave up and down. Make sure you're doing the trill exercise and the accents, what I explained in the video. And this is in common time, or 4/4 time. So right hand is playing, actually the right hand is playing, the left hand doesn't play. So you can leave the left hand on your lap or somewhere out of the way, and we'll focus on the right hand. Starting here, 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then reach up. During the rest, come back down, you're back down to the original, or you can, what you can do, because you need to come back down here for measure 3 and measure 2 when you're playing the C, you can just leave your thumb here, stay, and then you claps again. So you're not really moving in that case, you just spread out a little bit and then come back down for the next one. Like so. Second line, first 2 measures are the same as the first line, but the last 2 measures, now here, you can collapse because you don't need to come back down afterward. You can collapse because this is a scale going down. Yeah. So once I have an idea of the notes and the rhythm and the fingering, I get rid of the hesitations, and then I can think about the articulation. We have connect, and then here I'm flexing at the wrist, I'm on the key, and I'm bouncing off on the staccato. Tenuto, hang on to that the full count, and then claps. Okay. And the last measure, you get 2 note slurs. Down, up, just a little bit of down, up, and these second note is not short. It's just, you just lift the hand up, but don't make it real short. Yeah. Then the dynamics, first 2 measures is F. Forte is loud, whatever you think loud is. And then you get P for piano, which is soft, whatever you think soft is. Second line, it's moderately loud. MF is mezzo forte, sort of loud. And then the last 2 measures is FF, which is fortissimo, which is very loud. Here. I'm using a lot of weight, just a lot of weight. Stay relaxed, don't tense up because you get loud. Just a lot of weight. I'm just passing my weight from finger to finger. I'm just very heavy. Yeah. Then the speed, it says precisely, it's not a speed. My mind doesn't do anything. You need to be precise in everything you play. You can play this at different speeds. Go slow. Go fast if you can control it. Here, but you have to be able to play even and controlled, so don't go faster than that. Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3, 4. Claps the wrist on the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a little bit. So it's. copy me, please. You don't have to take it that speed. You can play around with the dynamics a little bit. See what you can do with it. Now let's go to the second one. Again, this is just for the right hand. It's 2 lines long. Treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signatures. All 4 of these are going to be in the same key. They're all in C major. Just make sure you're doing the scales for C major and A minor. I don't want to repeat all that for each one. That's in common time. They're all in common time, so 4/4 time. The notes are different is all. Right hand, you use just quarter notes. 1, 2, and then a scale. Now, going from the 3rd measure to the 4th measure, here, you reach down to it's an octave. Here, it's letter to letter, we call it an octave. And you reach down and claps. Now you have the C scale, but we're not starting on C's, we're starting on G's. That's what I was saying. You might start it in on any note. The fingering is going to feel the same. It's 1, 2, 3, 1. Just like the C scale, here it's here. It's just, it feels the same. You're just on different notes. And then you scale going up and down. Yeah. So once I have the notes and the rhythms okay, then I put in the articulation. Short. Slow. Now go ahead and lift up. You don't have to play it real short. It's not staccato, just lift up. So I put in the staccatos and slurs, and at the end the tenuto, just hang on to that last note a little longer. Just a hair longer than a quarter note, just a hair, because you have a rest, you can linger a little longer. Then the dynamics, well, they're going to be the same as the others. You start out loud, and then the 3rd measure you're soft, and then the 2nd line you're moderately loud, and then you end it very loud, very heavy. Something like that. Again, don't copy me. Remember the natural accents? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's important, especially with the runs. We call these a run when they go up or down. If you add the natural accent, it helps to keep it controlled. Like I'm doing in the scale video, just add the accents. I'm exaggerating them so you can hear them better. Just feel them. Then number 3. Well, number 3 is going to be for the left hand. Actually, 3 and 4 are both for the left hand. And it's all the same setup we've had before. I'm not going to repeat all that. Left hand, then the right hand you can keep on your lap, and you're here. It's just a scale going down. 1, 2, 3. Come down 1 key. Now you got to come up here. That's fine. You're going to have to lift up because that's a stretch. Okay. Once I have the notes and the rhythms okay, no hesitations, and I'll add in the articulation. Let's slur it. Add in all the staccatos and slurs and stuff. And then the dynamics is the same as we've already had. Start out loud. Then you're soft, and then you're moderately loud, then you're very loud, very heavy. Yeah. Same speed as what we've been doing it. At your speed, not mine. Then the last one, again left hand, same setup as before, but notes are just different rhythm. 1, 2, and they want you to come down with 3rd finger here. So reach down. So you're sort of in this position to start. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, and 3, 4. You hear? See, we changed hand positions, but we got repeated G's. Remember, we change hand positions on repeated notes if we need to. That's okay. And they wanted 2. Let's talk about that. This is the last measure of the first line on number 4. You're here. We want to see for the first measure, the second line here. We want to thumb. So to get that there, we're going to adjust the fingering in the last measure, the first line, because we're using thumb. If I use thumb on both, I got to use thumb again. I don't want to use thumb for all 3 notes. I could, but I just prefer not to. So they're saying do a 1, 2. This way, you're not using thumb for every note. Every note, I should talk clearly. And that's really what we're doing here. Do that. The last 2 measures there on the second line is a scale. 2, reach down, and then come down. You see, we can't reach that. And I don't want to use thumb for both of these. So I use second finger, then I just have to come down. We make these little adjustments when we have to in piano playing, because sometimes the notes are just not real conveniently located. Then the articulation, 2. Now there's no slurs or anything given here. Nothing. There's no articulation for the first 2 measures. Actually, when they do that, it's entirely up to you how you want to play it. I could play them disconnected. I can play them connected. I could play them a combination of each. It's interpretation. I play it any way I want to. I can connect them. I can disconnect them. I could combine it however, I don't know. There's all kinds of ways. It's entirely up to me. For this lesson, I'm going to go ahead and suggest go ahead and connect them, because that's what we've done in the others. We've connected these. And connect. Do it again. Yeah. So add in the articulation. Now the dynamics are the same as what we've already had. Loud, soft, sort of loud, very loud. Okay. The same speed as whatever you've been doing. Just use a lot of weight there. Let the wrist collapse a little bit. Now, once you can play these 4, okay, no hesitations or anything, let's play them together slowly to check the notes and the rhythms. I'm going to give us 4 counts for each one. We're going to do these separately. I'm going to play with me. So I'll give us 4 counts. So let's do the first one. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and 2. 2 rest and rest and rest and rest. The second one, I'll give us 4 counts. Now remember, I'm not doing louds and softs here. I'm just doing the notes. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and 2 and 2 and. rest. The third one, give us 4 counts. Come in. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Rest and the number 4. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. One and 2 and. 2 and rest and. Now there is a duet for this for the teacher part, so the teacher can get in on the action too. I'm going to play that, but I'm only going to play it one time, so you can do one of these 4, whichever one you want. I'll give us 4 counts, and we're going to go a little faster now. About the speed, 1 and 2 and. So depending on which one you're going to do, make sure you can go that fast or this won't work. And go ahead and play them if you play them where they're written. The teacher's part is up here, just so stay away from up here. Don't play it up here. I got this part. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go.